Welcome to Uganda. This landlocked country is in East Africa and is bordered by South Sudan, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. While Uganda boasts beautiful mountains and a variety of animal life, many Ugandan families, especially rural families, live in poverty. Meet Martin. Like many farmers in Uganda, Martin's family depends on their farm for income and survival, and year after year they struggle to make ends meet. It's not that they don't know how to grow crops. Martin's family has been farming for generations, but the conditions around them are always changing. Sometimes the rains are late, sometimes they don't come at all. And when this happens, Martin simply cannot grow enough crops to support his family. And each year passes, this problem drives his family deeper and deeper into the cycle of poverty. So how do we solve poverty? Well, we can try to solve it by throwing lots of stuff at it. We can send food and clothing and other things that families need in order to try and help them. But when we do that, the family ends up with a lot of stuff, but no long-term sustainable plan. You might think the opposite of poverty is not poverty, but actually, it's resilience. Wait, what does that mean? Resilience is the ability to absorb, adapt, and transform in the face of challenges. So let's break that down. To absorb means that when a challenge comes along, farmers like Martin have a plan B. To adapt means that they can figure out how to manage within the situation they are in. To transform means that as circumstances change, farmers have what they need to change too. So how does this actually play out in the lives of farmers? Let's say Martin has everything he needs to plant good crops and produce a good yield. He has quality seeds, he knows how to plant them properly, he has fertilizer and tools, and even organic insecticides to fend off pests. But after he plants his crops, the rains simply don't come. His family waits and waits, but the weather remains dry as a bone, and his crops don't grow. And because his family has always been poor, they don't really have a savings to buy food and pay for other expenses. So the family tries to stretch their food out until the next harvest, but inevitably, they will go to bed hungry some nights. Now, let's look at what happens when Martin's family has built resilience. Martin still has everything he needs to plant his crops, but the rains are still late. However, his community worked with Lutheran World Relief to build something called a sand dam, which is a large ditch that captures water from the rainy season and holds it so that farmers can use it at other times. So when the rains are late, Martin is able to use the water from the sand dam to water his crops, and they grow. This allows him to sell them for the income his family needs. That's great, but where do I fit into all of this? Created in the image of God, LWR believes that every human being is a beloved creation of God. Every human being possesses inherent dignity. A more resilient world is a world where more people realize their inherent dignity. Set free by the grace of Jesus, one of the many things we are freed to do is work to preserve and promote the dignity of all. That means you can partner with farmers like Martin to help his family become resilient. Now go break that cycle.